Welcome to the top 5 keys to attracting top talent. I'm Laura Ingram, the Vice President of HR Services for AAIM. Our members are finding that it is increasingly difficult to find and hire great talent. Many companies come to us asking about new methods that are being used to search for top talent, engage them during the interview process, and finally maintain engagement so that they don't lose that talent. I'm here with talent acquisition expert Jessica Gibbens to share her experience in what it takes to find and attract top talent today. Jessica, what are you seeing?
Laura, what you're saying is so true, and undoubtedly the number one question I'm hearing from the organizations I work with. I've tried to narrow it down to the top 5 things companies should possess if their goal is to enhance their candidate pool and maintain or retain that talent once hired. First, it takes a solid, well-defined organization, meaning companies need to have the right leadership, a strong culture, solid practices, processes, and of course, paths for growth. Second, employers need to have a clear understanding of who top talent is within their organization, and more specifically, what makes the best fit for their individual roles, because that will change company to company and even role to role.
So Jessica, we're talking about more than just the act of going out to find someone. We're saying that it starts with having strong leadership and culture and a good handle on what top talent really looks like. So let's say we've got a solid organization that's aware of what top talent means for their team. Now, how do they find the right people?
Great question, Laura. This brings us to our third point. I can guarantee you that top talent isn't pursuing job board sites looking for their next role. They're working and in demand, so it's up to the employers to supplement their job board ads with a more proactive approach to locating, identifying, and qualifying that talent.
Jessica's referring to a multi-step process to create a pipeline of candidates ahead of time, including the use of social media and premium accounts to source candidates. We'll talk more about this upfront investment in other segments.
This takes more time on the front end, but allows organizations to build a quality candidate pool versus the take what we can get approach. Fourth, knowing that top talent is in demand, it is up to the employers to ensure they have a carefully created value proposition to offer the talent they want to win. If they are pursuing a strong talent pool, they should realize other employers are as well.
That's a lot of what we see. A company gets down to the interview with a great candidate, and the candidate is stolen away by a counteroffer from the current employer or another employer. Companies have to go into every search with the mindset that at any moment they could lose that candidate. This is why it's critical to have internal agreement on that profile and to have well-defined processes. We can't afford to drag out the process. So is there anything else employers should keep in mind in regard to finding, attracting, and retaining top talent?
Sure. As the fifth and final note, as we all know, top talent is hungry for success and can be considered high maintenance, as they come with a lot of expectations. So it's important that employees create programs and practices to keep top talent engaged. This can be programs for career progression or employee recognition, as well as added perks like opportunities for flex time or work from home. And we've all probably noticed it's not enough to provide a cubicle and a computer anymore. So employers are getting more creative on top talent retention programs.
This is where effective management becomes even more important. Managers have to really understand how to set expectations, give good feedback and recognition, and regularly engage with people to understand their needs. How do you know your managers are doing the right things? There should be organizational expectations, training for managers, and checks and balances to ensure success. Jessica, thanks for taking us through the 5 keys to hiring top talent. We heard today that elite companies focus on their leadership and culture, clearly define what top talent is for each role, put in a lot more time on the front end of the process, using the most progressive methods for finding people who are already employed, create a value proposition with their competition in mind, and pursue talent engagement practices. Thanks for joining us today, and we hope that what we have shared helps strengthen your talent acquisition efforts.